Hello, everybody. Welcome to Heart of a Hobbit here on the official Lotro Twitch channel, which would be twitch.tv/Lotro stream. Thanks for coming by. If you're joining me live, we're going to have some fun here at the Farmers Fair. And if you're joining after the fact, Farmers Fair might be over, but hopefully you got a chance to get in and get all of the goodies that you wanted to get. Hey, Skagosi, good to see you. Welcome. Welcome to the chat. And yeah, so I was realizing before I got started here, I was like, oh, my inventory is a little full. Let me just tidy that up. And I went to click on my button for Wenda, and my Wenda has run out. So after having a lovely gaze upon the party tree and all the festivities therein, I went ahead and turned the names off to make it a kind of a lovely look there. But with the names on it, it's not quite as bad as it could be. But we're going to go talk to Wenda. Now, I could just go to my house, and I think I'm going to do that because I want to click on the crates that are there in the neighborhood, and I haven't done that yet. So today, I have little reminders popping up to remind me to go open those crates. So I am using the reminders plugin again. And I realized that I was having some trouble. It was causing my character to stutter, like as if it had lag of some sort, just like, and it was really annoying. And I could not figure out why it did it. It was doing it. And then I remembered that the last time I was using the reminders plugin, I had that same problem. Well, B4 uses the plugin all the time, and he never has that problem. So we were looking at what settings did we have that were different. So let me just grab these crates here, and I will show you a little something. So see how these all say now? Instead of like 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, whatever. It's like, if it already is due, it says now, it's due now. And that was the change that made all the difference. Denote all times in the past as now. By changing that, my characters no longer stutter while using that plugin. Obviously, there's something behind the covers that doesn't like to play well with the way I'm doing it. But at least it has been solved, and I'm able to use it again. Hi, Wenda. Oh, I haven't picked up my Three Peaks table. I keep forgetting about that, too. I don't know that I want to grab that right now, though. I'll have to think about that. All right, but we now have our Wenda gifts. Hallelujah. So let me move this to where I normally keep it, which is down here on the corner. I like it down here on the corner. Down here in the, I'm sorry, way over there in the bottom corner. I don't know, it's a place where I've started keeping it, and now it's a habit, and it's lovely to have it there. So, potion of power. All right, well, so today is the last day of the Farmers Fair, like the last day, like literally, because the festival resets at 3 a.m. server time on the 4th, which is tomorrow, which means I have until 3 a.m. server time to get all my characters through, but that day, that Lotro day, I am in it now. I'm soaking in it. So it is time to get back to the festival and get as much done as I can. Good news is that I have been kind of keeping it going here. And actually, I probably should have swapped over to Ethylnendian because, well, here, let's go get the wrapper. I was running through the festival. Oh, Lost Shire Hobbit, hello. Sorry you're late. You're never late. Hobbit arrives just in time for dinner. Always. Yes, I did finish the full festival wrapper with Rosenbloom already. And I had one other Hobbit I was running through, and then I had an elf that I was running through, and she, I think, is going to be a day short. It's so sad. So I might go grab her just in case they extend it by a day, but so usually, I'm just grabbing all these quests. Sometimes SSG will extend a festival by a couple of days if there have been problems, like if there was some server jankiness that prevented people from playing or something like that. There hasn't been that in this case. I mean, good news on that regard, but bad news for those of us who are, you know, missing festival days. So, yeah. So I think I'm going to be one day short with my lovely elf lady, which is too bad. Because right now I think she still needs 2 days. I could get one done today, but then, you know, tomorrow doesn't exist. All right. Let's see if there's a race going on. I have the chat split out so that, like, if somebody's saying something in the area, whether it be a player or an NPC, it goes to a separate channel in my chat stuff. So I can pop there, and what I do when I come into this race is I take a look at that and see if there are dwarves talking. Because if the dwarves are talking, then they're running, they're racing. I don't know if running is the right word, but they're racing. And if that's the case, then I am too late, and I might as well go watch the Hobbits. But that's fine. It does not look like there's any dwarves on the go at the moment, so we'll just wait our couple of minutes. Grandadolf. That's a cute name. I was in the mushroom field the other day, and he was also there. And he was big, and I was teeny. It was pretty funny. I like the difference. Okay, so lucky day at the races. Boop. I have one with all 4 of the hobbits and 2 of these guys. So I still need Signar and I need Otto. Hey, Orange Crush, how you doing? So I'm gonna pick Signar or Otto. It probably doesn't matter. Let's take Signar. Why not? We shall hope. But again, today being the last day, it won't matter in the term for the deed because I won't be able to finish the deed because I need to do 2. Whatever you do, do not pick Otto. Oh, I guess I should have looked that up before I made my pick. I just happily picked Signar, but I still need Otto. That's the thing. Are you in here? Are you running around in here? I don't see you. Oh, I gotta turn this stuff in. Hey, Scully, I got your stuff. I know a guy who knows a guy. Got your stuff for you. All right. Well, there we go. I got that turned in. So, it's been already a busy week, and it's only Tuesday. Like, what in the world? So, I'm not working a ton right now, but I'm busy generally with, like, volunteering and other things that I'm doing. So, yesterday, I've enrolled in a yoga thing. So, my physiotherapist, I've got pain things going on. So, I've got a physiotherapist, and I've gone to her for a couple of years now. I think we're finally, like, well, it's like, I kind of like make some progress and then kind of plateaus for a while. And then we make some progress and it kind of plateaus for a while. So I think we're in the making progress phase again, which is nice. But she had recommended yoga for me like a while ago, and I just hadn't gotten around to it. And then it was in the paper recently. The yoga lady was like, you know, did a little article. And so I was like, okay. Give her a call or an email and was like, okay, yeah, let me check this out. So did that. It's not as like active yoga as some yogas are. It's called restorative yoga. So it's a lot more like a lot of mindfulness, but it's all in Dutch. So I'm doing my best. I just kind of like every so often when they're like, do this, do that, I'm like, I kind of look at what other people are doing and then I can figure it out. Kinesias in the chat, or Kinesias, asks, well, hi, will there be servers in Europe that cost nothing per month? Okay, so first of all, let me just say, I don't work for SSG. I am not in any way connected with them, except as like a volunteer, I guess is what this would be. I'm just here playing the game on their channel, but I don't work for them or represent them in any way, if that makes sense. So I don't know. I don't have any insider knowledge. Yeah, Kinesi says the current players like Guahir hardly playable because of stuttering. Oh, that's a bummer. Guahir, wait. Guahir? Oh, is that one of the German ones? I'm like, Guahir? Does that exist? Was it? What are the two German ones? Belfalos? No. Beliger. Beliger, and then is Guahir the other one? Yeah, when I was looking, because I also live in Europe. I live in the Netherlands. And when I was looking at what servers, so when I first started playing, I didn't know about the different servers really. And my husband played like way back at the beginning and had characters on Brandywine. So we just started there. Hey, Signar! Thanks for the advice on Otto there, Orange Crush. That worked out great. All right. 6 Farmers Faire tokens. Anyway, so what we realized also being on Brandywine, aside from it being a really creepy culture at times, was that a lot of the people that we wanted to play with, they were on US time, so we're like going to bed and they're like getting ready to get going. So we wanted to excuse me, play like on a server that was on European time because, then people would be awake and playing around the same time as us. So I started playing on Anor because a friend of mine was there from the US and I thought, well, maybe our times will match up over there, but they didn't. But I got to know some more European folks. And then we also played on the Tournament of the Twins server. That was one summer, 1 month back in 2020. And when that finished, they let you transfer your characters off to any server you wanted to. So I was like, okay, which ones are the European servers? So I looked at Guahir, I guess, and Beliger, but those are German. And I know some Dutch, but not German. And so I figured that would be a little bit of a challenge to play there. And I looked at Cyranon, which is the French server. I took French many years ago in school, but I still don't know enough French to really try to do that proficiently. There's no Dutch server. So that pretty much left Evernight and Laurelin. And I was like, well, what do I want to do? So I had 2 characters, so I sent one to Evernight and then sent the other one to Laurelin. And I've been doing a lot of role-playing on Laurelin, and I'm loving it. And so I'm really happy with that. So when they announced the Mordor and Angmar stuff, we absolutely want to get in on this because, well, also my, husband being a software engineer, we also enjoy, kind of testing things out and being part of like, part of the testing group in a sense. So for those who don't know, these 2 new servers, Angmar and Mordor, you have to be a subscriber, so like a VIP or lifetime. So it is a paid server in order to play on the servers. But Angmar is located in the US with the other servers. But Mordor is located here in Europe. So a lot of Europeans are really excited about it. But because it's a paid server, a lot of Europeans are like, hey, I'd like to play and try out this like less paying and all of that. But, don't necessarily want to pay. So I haven't heard anything like, and Kinesius, they have not even announced when we're all going up to the next level. Because like right now they have a cap of 50 on this server. Same with Angmar. And the plan is then to keep us at this level for a while and then move us up to open up the expansions one at a time over time, like they are doing over on the other legendary servers. So like the experience that I already had on Angmar, so I'm familiar with, or on Nor, sorry. So I'm familiar with that. And the experience that I'm having over on Treebeard, so I'm familiar with that. So I expect, I kind of have some familiarity with how often they then will open up the next level for us. And so my guess is it's going to be somewhere between like 3 to 6 months. And because I haven't even said anything yet, and it's been a month, my guess is it's going to be more like 4 to 6 months from when they opened it to when we get the next expansion. I think they're kind of waiting to see like how fast are people going through it, and plus they're testing out the whole Wraith and a Servant of the Nine thing and all of that they're playing with on these servers. So, yeah. So Canisius, I try to remember to watch Court of the Rings on Fridays, which is Cordovan is the SSG community manager, and he's the one who knows things, or hopefully can get that information from the people who do know things, and then feed that out to the player base. Sometimes when they're still making decisions behind the scenes, he can't actually say because they haven't made a decision, and it's like dealing with a neurotic family. Like if you say, yeah, we're thinking about being there for Christmas, next thing you know, they're like, well, which Christmas gifts are you planning to go in on? You're like, whoa, 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 I haven't even said I'm going to be there. I'm just thinking about it. You know what I mean? Like people are like, make the next couple leaps for you. You know what I mean? And so I think that's one of the reasons why Cord and the rest of the SSG team are very cautious about saying anything, because then people are like, well, you said blah, blah, blah. And they're like, no. We were like preparing, but we weren't there yet. Canisius, I would say, given that you are definitely wanting to talk about the server here in the chat, send a message to SSG or put something in the forums. Like I said, I have no ability to help with anything in regards to the servers. Yeah. So now, have you removed all of your plugins? Because that will be one of the first things that, if you're going to try and troubleshoot where the stuttering is coming from that you're getting, is it because of, where it's, because there's like 5 different places where lag can come from. And only one of those is, coming from the server, what's happening on the server and coming to you. Like another source of it can be your computer. Another source of it can be the technology, like the plugins on your computer. I don't know if you were here at the beginning, but I was saying I use the reminders plugin, and I'm using it again, I should say. And it was causing stuttering. And I had forgotten that it was the plugin that was doing that for me, and it wasn't the game. Because I was like, oh my gosh, what happened to the game? Now I'm having all sorts of trouble. And then I realized, oh, it's the plugin. So I just made some adjustments to the plugin, and now everything works fine again. So yay. I also was having some lag a few years ago, and then we got beefier computers, updated computers, and that made a huge difference, and I hardly had any lag anymore at all. So so there may be things on your end you can do, but yeah, I understand if that's where it's at, that's where it's at, So I would say if you're having that much trouble, start getting in contact with SSG and see if they can help troubleshoot what might be happening. Are there things going on with your setup that might be causing you more grief than perhaps your average player as well? So yeah, good luck with that. So, and I know there's been times when our internet goes all wonky, and that's really frustrating because I'm like, no, just give me the juice, So yeah, my hope is that this experiment of having the server here, I don't know what they did, because, so just thinking about practically, right? When SSG was born and it was no longer Codemasters, the company that was managing the servers in Europe, and Turbine, which was the company in the US, when SSG became a company and then those servers needed to be combined to be in one location to be managed under one roof. And whoa, double win. Holy macaroni. We are lucky today. Maybe we should go look for that golden egg. Where was I going with this? I can't remember. Anyway, I know that they ended up having to consolidate things a little bit. And so I'm curious, because, I'm certain that they couldn't have hired a whole team to manage the server here. Like, that's a huge expense. People are a big expense. So they obviously must have contracted it out, or they have an employee here now, or like, who knows? I don't know the details, but like I speculate in my head, right? Like, what did they do to make this even possible? Anyway, so it's my hope that this Mordor server will be a success. It will be, you know, the 64-bit part will help relieve some of the pressure points they've had in performance issues. I know they've got some tech that they need, that it was like not playing well with 64-bit, and that was took them a while. So, but now it seems like it is, because obviously we're here. So hopefully this will go well, and they will be then able to somehow, you know, move on to the next phase of having maybe more servers than in Europe, as would be your wish. So I think it's cool. Now the question then is like, do they move the European servers? Do they open different ones? I'm like, because so, me and my husband were having this conversation actually at one point. I was like, how do you get the tech from one place to the other? Like, can you digitally do it? Like basically just kind of replicate it, mirror the server somehow, and then basically turn off the one in the one location, turn on the one in the other location? Or does somebody have to like literally get on an airplane with a hard drive and fly it over? Like, you know, just running through the ideas in my mind. But anyway, one of many decisions that I'm glad I am not in charge of. Grateful for that. All right. Let's see. All right, so we're running around doing all the things, working our way through the 10. Bum. What do you know? Otto last place. Okay. All right. So I'm thinking what I'll do is go through with Rosenbloom here and do all the things I want to do. I'm thinking, okay, so the fun thing with this fair is there's so much you can do, right? And I think we've talked about this before. Oh, you know what? I've gone over to my other bar. I have a social bar, you know, all my stuff at the bottom. That's my social stuff. Although it's missing a few things because I didn't actually fill it all in completely yet. You know what? I think I didn't do all the dances, which is kind of funny for me. I wonder which one I didn't do yet. I should probably look at that. Let's find out. Oh, this was a thing that was wacky on this server. For some reason, it's still doing it a little bit. Things are duplicated. So, adorable sandworm, adorable sandworm. Adorable sicklefly, adorable sicklefly. Like, it's duplicating things for some reason. It's really weird. But this one seems to have figured it out. Okay. Anyway, I need to look at dance. Dance elf, I'm missing. Dance Hobbit 3, but that was only a reward track thing, and that's gone by. Dance jig. Oh, I gotta do in league. Oh yeah, I'm a little behind on that. I probably should work on that. Maybe next festival though. Dance man. Okay, so Dance man and Dance elf I could co-grab. Dance man 3, and I'm gonna have to get to that's far away. We're not even there yet. Okay, but elf and man I could go do here, so. Oh, Pomela says it was duplicating for me on Laurelin too. Oh, that's awesome. That it's fixed now, I mean, not the fact that it was duplicating. Yeah, I thought it seems like it kind of comes and goes, because it seems to me like it wasn't, like had it stopped duplicating, and then, oh my gosh, one time I opened it, and this is on the earlier on stuff, every time I open it with a fresh character, it's like, you open it and the entire page is just like one thing, and then you scroll and it's the next thing, and you scroll and it's the next thing. It's like, okay, something's not right here. Makes you wonder what happened. But, oh well, it doesn't matter. Well, hello. Casper just came leaping through the door. What are you doing, buddy? You're very silly. Anyway, I don't think we will do like everything with Rosenbloom today. I think we did that last time where we did like every single quest that exists with her. Hi. How you doing, buddy? Everybody say hi to Casper. Yeah. You missed your social. Oh, is it raining? Oh, that's why you came running through, huh? Lost Shire says, I've been scrambling dances and initiations today. Your fan club says, hi, Casper. Yes. Okay, I guess I should move my keyboard. He's been doing this thing where he comes here and he stands like at the edge of my desk right before my lap. So I just scoot my keyboard back because otherwise he'll walk on it and then, we're sending weird messages or whatnot, or things pop up on my screen in strange ways. But I actually managed to get him to come and walk onto my lap the other day. And then he sat down for a minute on my lap. So that was pretty exciting. Well, before I managed to get a little picture on the side there before Casper noticed. For some reason, when they notice we're taking pictures of them, I don't know, it alerts them. And then they stop doing what they were doing and, have to behave in different ways, which is so silly. You would be fine. Well, Casper, your whole fan club is here. We've got a hey, Casper. We've got such a handsome boy, which I agree. We got a hello, Casper, and a hello, hello. Although Megan could have been saying hi to me. I mean, it's possible, but I'm going to guess the cat. Because you are a handsome boy. He's so big, too. It's so crazy. Megan finally hit 50 on Angmar. Congratulations. Oh, I'm getting a headbutt on my arm. So, hey, hang on a second, baby. Okay. Hi. He's also discovered that I have a side table and it's close enough by that he can get to it, and he likes to take things like my tennis ball that I'm trying to use on my feet. So I have to also keep an eye on this guy. Hey, well, congratulations, Megan, on hitting 50 on Angmar. And Lost Shire, you're level 36-ish on Angmar. Well, I'm finally at 44 here on Mordor. So I get you. And in fact, I think I may have even taken like a accelerator at one point because I'm like, can we go a little faster? Because, I mean, I appreciate the story, absolutely. So that's what I'm doing with Rose and Bloom, actually, is I'm just walking her through the main storyline. I'm not doing much by way of the side quests, although I did start to deliver pies. I mean, how can you not level pies? Oh, Megan, that's your first max level character in Lotro. That's awesome. I have to say, playing on the legendary servers and being at max level, it is a joy. There's just something about that when you are so long, it seems like on the regular servers, like chasing the max, and it keeps changing, it keeps getting higher, and it's like, oh, I'll never get there. I love being able to get to a max level character. It's so active, I'm really enjoying it. Yay! That is awesome. Okay, so where are we at here? We got probably a couple more heats to take out. Yeah, I need to do 2 more. Oh, and I didn't actually spray everyone. We're just going to call it that. With some water from this jug. So let's spray some more water around. Oh, for these poor overheated patrons. And I just need 1 more over here. What is the animation, Pamela asks, that people are doing with the hypnotic swirls? It's one of the consumables. Okay, give me a second. We'll go talk to the vendor. Is there a heat? Well, there must be. I clicked on it. Go, heat, go. Okay, cool. Let me turn these 2 in, and then we'll walk over to the vendor and sort that out. Let's see. Okay, cool. And that is 10 for me somehow. So let's go ahead and turn that into Campanula Chub. So what it is, yo. I think Dude has it. Is it Dill? Let's see. Consumables, yeah. It is one of these. Piles of Monster Fare. I think that's the one that gives you the question mark over your head, maybe. Foul Blasts. It might be Foul Blasts. No, that doesn't sound right. Fire breathing potions is the dragon. Oh, it's essence of toad, I think. Here, let's just buy one of those and we'll find out. So, yeah. Okay, so I popped this down. Maybe zoom out a little. Yeah, there it is. Is that what you're looking for? And then see how it kind of follows me around? So as I move, it's like dribbling behind me. Is that what you're looking for, Pamela? And then, I don't know if you noticed, but it knocked that person down. And then it's got like a timer on it. Yeah, you're welcome. It says, Essence of Toad has 1,000,001 uses, whether it's a troublesome enemy, an annoying friend, or a beautiful woman who's out of your league. In the end, all glory will be yours. Don't know about that one. But let's go ahead and unwrap some Farmers Faire tokens out of these eggs, that is. Okay. So, yeah, one of my goals is actually today, and I probably will do this. Oh, these are also the consumables. Many of them have a deed associated with it. So once you use that consumable 300 times, you get a permanent skill, and then you can just do that any old time you want. So anyway, so now I've opened up that skill. All right, so we're gonna actually pop over to my other character that is in the festival way of needing. So let me pop into her. I think because she's level 50, I was like not focusing on her as much because she doesn't need the experience, and I was using the festival to gain experience. But so I think I missed a day on her somewhere, which is unfortunate. So, but yeah, there's some fun consumables in there. Sometimes though, we just get them just because we want to do the deed, because you know the deed completionist thing. But I'm actually not worried about that with this character. Like at some point, I'll go back probably and do the Slayer deeds. I haven't done those yet with her, with Rosenbloom, my main character that we were just looking at. But I think I'm not too worried about her being a fully completionist character right now. Okay, so crates be done, and I'm noticing that I'm missing a Wenda down here. So I am unsurprised by this. I think I end up talking to Wenda the same day for all of my characters. Like, I log in, I'm like, oh, hey, no Wenda. And it's, you know, so I might as well check everybody at that point. Yeah. Boom. Oops. Sorry. Not yet. Accept. And finish. And drink a jug. Glug, glug, glug. And put this where I can reach it, which is right there, which is great. Cool beans. Let's go to Hobbit and Bywater. Oh yeah, so anyway, my plan is off stream. I'll go back to the vendor with my spreadsheet and start figuring out, do I want any of those consumables? Do I want any more cosmetics? Because I've gotten most of the cosmetics that I wanted from the festival. There's definitely some cosmetics that it's so funny. Okay, so here's this interesting thing, and I think I was reading this on the forums. Is somebody mentioned or pointed out that Farmers Faire, the cosmetics are a little bit more. How did they put it? You know what? Maybe I still have this up because I was thinking about responding to the thread. Where is it? I have a bunch of tabs open. Shush. Yeah, it's the conversation about the Harvest Math Festival, and people were asking for like new cosmetics and stuff. Now, I think they really knocked it out of the park with one of the cosmetics from the Harvest Math Festival a couple years ago, with the big skirt dress thing with all the leaves, and it dyes up so good. And then there's also like this hat with a piece over it that goes with it, and a cape. I've stopped wearing capes on my characters at the moment, but that's okay. But I thought in here, somebody had said it in a really good way. Like the Harvest Math stuff is kind of autumn and spooky themed sort of stuff. And here we go. And the Farmers Faire is the plain, less fancy tailored clothing, like farmer looks, grocer looks, less fancy, a lot of browns, that kind of thing. And I was like, oh, yeah. Because I'm like, oops, looking at the, like this year's boots, like the farmer, potato farmer, which I'm like, that's cute. Like it's a little allusion to Sam there, probably. But okay, so here's the outfit, and it's got a lot of cute potato stuff going on, which who doesn't love potatoes? But the cut of it and the look of it is just unflattering, I guess is the best way to put it. And I'm like, I just don't see my characters wearing that, you know? So, I don't know. Megan asks, is that our next big festival? Yes, the Harvest Math, the Halloweeny, spooky festival, that's the next one. Yep. So, yeah, very excited about that one because I really do like a lot of the stuff that comes out of that festival too. So, we'll be, and that's, let's see. I was just looking up the Lotro schedule actually right before I came on. I think I closed it. Hang on. Bum, bum, bum. Public events schedule. So here's the link in case anybody wants to just, you know, pop over and grab it or look at it. Read along while I read at home. You know, read at home while I read aloud. So let's see. We've got Farmers Fairs now. Filbert Fig is around. I haven't gone to look at his stuff recently. Oh, we're getting a Treasure Boogan event later on this month. Okay. We got Shipwrecked Mariner in the middle of the month. Baggett's birthday on the 20th to the 26th. Hobnanigans is the first weekend of December. And then the Harvest Math Festival starts the 10th of, sorry, not December, October. Sorry. 10th month, but it's an oct. Yeah, Harvest Math Festival is on the 10th of October. That's one of the things about learning languages. So we've started back into our Dutch classes again. And so that's when my brain starts like deconstructing language, and sometimes it doesn't reconstruct it. So my brain said 10th month, so that must be Dec. Deca Ember. But yes. Megan says, I really wish they'd let us ride side saddle. I don't like how the dresses look draped over the horses. Oh my gosh, right? Cracks me up how you've got this dress, you've got this hobbit, like, riding whatever, and this dress is just like, boom, 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 like, giant, huge things out on the side. It's even funnier if you're riding, like, a boar, and you've got that giant dress on. Oh my gosh, it's hilarious. And I love putting them on a hobbit because they look like they're wearing their older siblings' clothing. It's just like they're like running around and the sleeves are like down to here and they're like it cracks me up. But I do think it's cute. I do think it's cute. Yeah, Pamela, that autumn dress is so pretty. I love that one. That's one of my favorites. I always end up with a character or many of my characters wearing it around that time of the year. I'm trying to not dress all my characters in the same clothes every time, you know? So I'm trying to like branch out a little bit. So actually I've got, now she's a mariner, so it kind of works, but I've got her in like, you know, in this cool, fun outfit, which is like a starter outfit, I think, but I like it. So we're just going to keep working on it. We're just going to keep that for now. I've tried dressing her up in other stuff, I think. Yeah. Oh, that's her starter outfit, isn't it? Oh, that's what she's wearing for reals right now. Never mind. I haven't dressed her up at all. Oops. Sorry, Ethel. My apologies. Oh, well. Oh, yeah, sorry, Kinnies. I dropped out there. I switched characters. You probably figured that out by now. I have my characters in 2 different kins. You know what would be so cool is if your character could be in multiple kins. I don't know how they would manage that, though, with, like, kin chat and stuff. Like, if you posted, would it post to both? I don't even know. But I do wish your character could be in multiple kins at the same time, because I've got like stuff going on in multiple places, and so I just have a couple characters in one and a couple characters in the other, and then as I'm just flipping around through my characters, I end up in one, so I'm having a conversation over there, and then I end up in the other and have a conversation over there. I mean, it works, but, you know, it'd be cool if I could just, like, have it all together. That'd be cool. Pamela says, I feel like the cosmetics from the Farmers Festival are more civilian friendly. Like if you don't have a warrior type, works great for hobbits too. It feels like it's the working folks though. You know what I mean? Like, and it's the stuff that you get dirty in, and it's the stuff that you're not looking to look dapper in, or I don't know. It just doesn't. It's not the, I like the fancy stuff. I'm enjoying the fancy stuff. Because I personally don't wear fancy stuff very often. It doesn't, I don't know, it's just not my jam. But once in a while, I'll put together something. Like I used to have corsets and stuff for when I would go to conventions and things like that. And I don't have, well, I wouldn't say I don't have it. I did get rid of most of it when we moved internationally. The other thing is I have become bigger and my clothing didn't grow with me somehow. So a lot of that stuff I have and I just can't wear it right now. So, well, okay, whatever. Oh, whoops. There was an egg right there. All right, I'll take this one then. Yeah, Megan says, I like the fancy stuff too, especially if you play an elf. Yeah, I think there's some outfits that I can wear on the elves that I don't wear on the hobbits, just because that long look really, it makes it, I don't know, it just adds a something to it. Like, ooh, well then I'll take this one. Oh, is it over? Oh man, I don't think I got enough. Nope, I didn't. That's too bad. Definitely didn't get the golden egg this time either. So, but like, yeah, this mariner outfit, I really like on the elf. I think it just, the elongation, it looks kind of cool on her. Whereas it looks good on the new hobbits, the river hobbits, but I don't necessarily like the way it looks on regular hobbits. It seems a bit odd to me. So, and then like the potato farmer stuff, I guess I could get that over on Laurelin for the times when so my characters on Laurelin, the two that I roleplay the most often, are both hobbits, and they're sisters, and their family is in the South Farthing, and they're farmers. I mean, and not just like farmers, like they have orchards. It's a large extended collection of families that all work together. There's the Clearwaters and there's the Shallow Streams, and like all the families down there are working together. And so when the Farmers Fair happens, it makes sense to me that my characters are going down to the South Farthing and helping do the harvest, and then helping bring the harvest items to the Farmers Fair. So when they are, oh, whoops, I'm stuck on a thing. I'm going to skip that one because there's a player there. So I have a different outfit for them during the Farmers Fair, which is like coveralls and a shirt, and the shirt you can dye. And so I do that, and to have it so that they have a little bit of individuality about it, So each of them has a differently colored shirt between the two sisters. But they are often, wearing the coveralls and in their work gear as it is. So not in the fancy clothes. Oh. So I could get the potato gear for them to wear during the festival, during the Farmers Fair. That might be all right. Oh, my goodness. I need to go up and around. There we go. Hey, Pamela, I'm off to work. Thank you for the stream. Well, thanks for stopping in, Pamela. It was good to see you. Sorry I missed Bard's Day. I don't know if you were there, but I ended up missing it. So hopefully I'll see you Friday. I don't think I'm have any Friday conflicts, which is nice. So Kinesius asks a a philosophical question. Why don't they make Lord of the Rings Online completely free to play? Well, I mean, you can play it for free, but yes, there is stuff where you can do as a subscriber and extra benefits that you can get. So I'm guessing that's what you mean, like get all the things. Ugh, hang on, I gotta get out of here. Without having to pay for any of it. Let's see. The expansions will be free later anyway. Do they need the money they make until then, or do they have to make it free so that players don't run away? I mean, those are great questions. I would, first of all, I would ask Cordovan those questions because he will have the answers that will guide SSG on why they do what they do. As a player, I can only speculate. But yeah, I mean, it's a business, right? And hopefully you, when in whatever work you do not do it for free. I know plenty of artists and authors and stuff, and unfortunately, they are often asked to do things for free for exposure, which exposure then being hopefully that somebody else will pay them in the future is what you're saying, but why don't you just pay them now? So yes, I am a definite believer that, you know, people should get paid for the stuff that they do. I think that is a reasonable thing to do because the way our society is set up is you need money in order to buy food and to pay for the domicile in which you live. So until we are at somehow a place of, I don't know, like the Star Trek world where we're not having to pay for where we live, or maybe they do in some fashion. I don't know. Yeah, money is necessary. So I am happy to take some of our hard-earned money and put it over to the people who run this game, that allow me to have fun playing this game, because I tell you, I do really enjoy playing this game. And I'm very grateful that it exists. So for example, I also play board games, and I have to pay for the board games that I purchase. There's like a board game store here near in the next city over, and when we go, they have like a thing where you pay to be there for the night. You pay like €5, and then you can hang out, you know, all night, use the space, play games, whatnot. There is a bit of a board game library there, but you can also bring your own games and use their tables and, you know, all of that. So, and coming from the US, you didn't have to pay to go to places like that. And so I was like, what? Why? But then I was like, oh, okay, well, you know what? I mean, I am paying for this person to maintain, one, a place where I can buy board games, and two, a place where I can meet with other people and in public, and I don't have to like invite them over to my house or go to their house, or it's a nice central location where we can all go, and you know what I mean? So like, I appreciate what I'm getting out of that, but I kind of had to get that into my mind. Like I had to kind of work my way through those steps. So Canisius, I understand where you're coming from. Like, you know, they end up doing it for free later. Why don't they just do it for free first, to begin with? But I think it's because it is a business, and yeah, they do need to make money. And so people in the world of making video games have figured out what it takes to financially keep themselves afloat. And one of the ways to do that is to do expansions and have them the sort of thing that you pay for, at least in part way. Yeah, so one other thing, so Severlin is the SSG producer, the executive producer. So Severlin is like the one who's in charge of all of this. And every so often he comes on to Cordovan's stream, and he'll talk about, you know, some of the choices they make or the directions they're going and various things like that. And he was saying about how it's kind of expected that you put out a new expansion or provide new content every year. And so their goal is to do that every fall. So like right now they're working on whatever it is. And I'm like, that's crazy that you can't just like have a game and let it be the game for a while. You have to constantly be adding more and more stuff to it. Because like I don't feel a need to have new stuff in the game all the time. Like there's all sorts of little quality of life stuff that people talk about in the forums that I've also contributed to, where, you know, it'd be neat if they could do this or do that and blah, blah, blah. And like some of the things that we use plugins to do, wouldn't that be cool if there was a way they just had that integrated within the game, instead of relying on, you know, people like me, or well, okay, not me technically, but like my husband, to, you know, make these plugins, or all these people that make these cool plugins for us. So it'd be cool if some of that was just integrated into the game. But they don't have the ability to take people off of other projects in order to put them on those projects. And I'm like, that's a bummer, because they have to be focusing on like new stuff, new stuff, new stuff, new stuff all the time. I'm like, but I don't want the new stuff. But maybe I'm not your, like, you know, I don't know, the audience that it's, I don't know, it's a business that I'm not in technically, and I'm glad for that. Like, again, decisions that I'm grateful that I don't have to make. I can just decide which character am I going to do festival on today. These are much more relaxing questions to have to answer, and I'm grateful for that. Oops, I gotta go throw some milk at the mayor. Hang on here. Bucket. So funny, they have a bucket of milk. Yes, let me just grab this bucket of milk. It's like not a glass of milk, but nope, just a whole bucket. It's so funny. Yeah, as Megan says, they have to pay the bills somehow. Okay, so I was in the middle of collecting the things, and notice how the green apples are no longer highlighted or available. So that helped me one time, another time, when I kind of paused in the middle and I was like, oh no, how do I know where I was or what I've already picked up? It goes dark once you've picked it up. So that's kind of handy. So I don't try to pick it up a second time. It's like, oh, okay, I already have it. That's nice. Megan asks, what is your favorite class to play? I'm thinking about an alt after my lore master. Mariner looks kind of cool. So yeah, this is a weird place I'm in right now, because oh, hang on, let me throw some water at the mayor. I have loved playing Hunter. So my first character was a champion, because I was like, oh, I'm going to be Gimli. And so I was a dwarf champion, and I don't know what it was, but so, and then before I was playing a hunter, and I would like be running up to go, you know, beat something over the head or whatever. And by the time I would get there, it was done, because the hunter standing there was just like, pew, 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 you know, glass cannon, taking everything out. I'm like, okay, so that didn't work for me. And I was like, well, I want to be a ranged character now and do things and not get hit, but I can do lots of damage. So this is when this is when I learned words like DPS and tank, because I didn't know any of this stuff. Like, I just play games. Nobody ever sits you down and says, hey, this is what a tank is. This is what damage per second is, which is what DPS stands for. This is, yeah, like, nobody explains these things. You have to figure it out. If you don't figure it out, you're just like, I don't know. So anyway, so then we ended up having conversations where I learned these things. And what I discovered is that I didn't want to be a tank. I didn't want to, I thought I did, but I really didn't. So I didn't want to just stand there and get hit over and over again. I really wanted to do damage. As much as I enjoyed like being able to be like big, strong, beefy dwarf, what I realized is I like doing damage. Really wanted to do damage. So I'm like, okay, so it's not easy to be, because I'm like, well, can't I be both the one taking damage and giving damage? And they're like, no, you cannot be a tank and do DPS as well, generally. Like, okay. So then I had to figure out what did I want to specialize in? Yeah, as Agartha points out, they nerfed Hunter DPS to deal with that problem. Which, so yeah, so okay, so after that initial pairing, I'm like, okay, I want to be ranged, but I'm like, well, why don't I be a healer? Because we had just come off of playing a multi-year campaign in Pathfinder. I was a bard. I really loved it. I had so much fun playing that character. And after I got the hang of it, and I was like, okay, even though I'm not doing a lot of damage, but I'm inspiring other people to do a lot of damage. So thereby I am helping to add a lot of damage done to, you know, what we're going after through my inspiration of the other characters, and then they're doing extra damage. So like little puppet strings, you know. So anyway, I really enjoyed the teamwork aspect of that and that collaboration. So I was like, okay, what if I was a healer, but I could also do range damage? So I tried playing a minstrel. And then before we took on being a tank, what was he playing? I can't remember now. So we had the twins running around, Darna and Narna, high elf, or elf characters before high elf, I think. And that was all right. But then I played a hunter, and I was like, ooh, I'm really liking the hunter. So that was probably around the time I started on Anur, I think, so around 2020 or so. And I really fell in love with playing the hunter. And that's still my favorite class. But I noticed starting this new character here, because I hadn't noticed it until then, and I'm running around by myself as a hunter, and I'm like, things are hard. Like, why am I really struggling here? I don't get it, because this has always been so easy for me to be able to just stand back on red line, you know, kind of pace myself if I have to, but like, you know, put this skill together with that skill, da da da, like it's always worked for me. And I could not figure out what was going on. And I still am not sure, but I think you're right. I think it's Egg Arthur pointing out that they've nerfed the DPS on the hunter, and I'm nowhere near as effective. So I thought, well, maybe I just forgot how to play hunter. Maybe I don't know how to play beginner hunter anymore. You know, those are the things going through my head. And then I had this mariner character, and I'm doing a lot of the same things, running around, getting some experience, you know, going through the opening and all that. And she's just taking stuff out left, right. I'm like, what is going on? How am I so effective with this mariner that I'm not with my hunter? And I have no clue how to play mariner. I mean, I have a clue, like red stuff's red, blue stuff's blue, you know, go back and forth, or do one until you fall over and then switch to the other one, or go back to the middle. Like, I have some clues, but I wouldn't say I'm like as proficient at it as, I was like, what is that? As some people. So anyway, so Mariner I'm finding really interesting. And if you're looking for something that might be like checking out some new things, you might enjoy the Mariner, because I've been finding that really an intriguing class to play, to the point where I've like actually started a second Mariner on here, because I don't know, I started a Mariner Hobbit also. It's very silly of me, but whatever. Now, I love the idea of a lore master. I love the idea of having like all these things that I can do. Let's see, what am I missing? I need one more activity. Oh, you know what we haven't done? We haven't done, oh, you know what? We could just go ahead and knock this out. This is a deed that I just need to finish restocking the cabbages. I haven't done that yet with this guy. So let's go do that, and then we'll be done with that deed. And that will be my 10th thing. So, anyway, so yeah, so I just want to collect all the pets. I mean, if you just want to be honest about it, I just want to collect all the pets. I want like a menagerie following me around, and we roam the world being a happy pack of animals together, saving the environment. I don't know, something like that. So it doesn't really come out in my Lotro gameplay how to make that work, right? So like I said, I like the idea of Lore Master, but actually playing the Lore Master doesn't bring me the experience I'm looking for, as you may have figured out. Yeah, daggone it. I am, in 4 out of 5 days, I did miss a day with her. Well, that's a unfortunate thing. All right, you know what we didn't do? We didn't do the races, so I'm just going to go ahead and go do some races real quick. So we'll pop up there. And then we might go back onto Rose, even though she's a hunter and all nerfed out or whatever now. What's the other one? Oh, yeah. Have you tried Brawler? So, like I said, I realized that in some games I really enjoy being melee. Like, for example, we're playing Valheim, and it's like Viking themed action adventure, but really you're just building houses. I mean, there's bosses, and you got to go fight bosses and do things and skill up and whatnot. But I mean, really, at the end of the day, I'm just chopping down a forest and having a really good time with it. Anyway, I'm super melee in that one. I have a bow and arrow, which is great when you run across trolls, by the way. But in general, I'm super melee over there. Okay, hang on. I got to pick somebody. Apparently, I should not pick Otto. He loses every time. But Lar, we need Lar to leg it. All right, Lar, can you do it? Let's cheer you on. All right, we've cheered you on, Lar. You can do it. I believe in you. Here, we'll pat him on the head, just give him a little extra inspiration. All right. He says, love Valheim. I know, I'm having so much fun with it. And there's a couple that also have been interested in playing it. And one of them, she's been out of town. And we really wanted, like, the agreement was we were going to wait till she got back. And she ended up being gone a while. It got extended. There was a lot of stuff going on. They were trying to do some help with some family stuff out and whatnot. Anyway, she's back. And so I am like both trying to be very like respectful of all the stuff that's just been going on. And it's been a lot, you know what I mean? And it's taxing when you're off taking care of, you know, going through stuff and cleaning stuff and like all the, you know, things you got to do when you're moving somebody from one home to another and all of that, right? So being respectful of all that, but at the same time, I'm like, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Can we play? Can we play? Can we play? So we finally have gotten to play over the last week, and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm just over the moon because it's so much fun. I have so much fun with that game. But yeah, so I'm back to playing a melee character on that server. And so it's really interesting to me how it's just so different, the experience of a melee character versus ranged here in Lotro versus the same like over in Valheim. So I did, however, try Brawler a little bit because over on Treebeard and Shadowfax, one of the things they did is that's when they introduced the leveling, not leveling, the difficulty level that you could choose. And if you chose like difficulty, you know, hardness 3 or whatever, or above, then you get, there's deeds that you complete at level 50 and then at level 130, I think, if you never drop below and make it easier on yourself, right? So I just made one of every single class because you get also a title. And because if you choose that harder difficulty, you get an additional title. So you get 2 titles for getting a class, a character in a class from below level 11 up to level 50 under that difficulty, and then continue it up to level 130, I think it is. So I made one of everything. What's that joke? You know, Buddha goes into a hot dog stand and says, make me one with everything. So anyway, so yes, I made one of every class. And I have a tendency to take them through the festivals in order to get experience. So I did take the Brawler through whatever festival it was that started then. And I was having a lot of fun with her punchy stuff. And like she can throw things and that's fun. Yeah, I don't know. Now it's telling me, hey, emotes happen. Emotes exist. Yeah, so the brawler is a lot of fun. So if you're thinking about a melee character, I would say brawler is an option, and these guys, the mariners, are an option. I haven't found a lot of stuff that I can do at range with the mariner. Like I've got this sledge pot I can throw, and I've got some smoking stones that I can throw. But in general, it seems like most of my stuff is pretty face to face. But that's fine. Like, I don't mind. I'll just run up and hit things. Like, you know, I got no problem with that. Oh, come on, Lar. No, he had it. Oh, Lar. You were right there. Hélas. Okay. Stinker. Yeah, Megan, when I was leveling, I could just dot something and keep walking. It would die in a few seconds. I know, right? So ranged is nice that way. Oh, here's another thing. So over on Laurelin, I'm trying to work on the legendary item reward track. And it's fun when B4 and I can go through and do stuff together, but I realize that I kind of need to go in and do stuff on my own at sometimes, which is why I think I didn't realize how much they had nerfed the hunter, because we play together all the time. And so he's running around with his minstrel, I'm running around with my hunter, so I'm still doing damage, but I'm not doing enough damage to keep myself alive on my own without having to get, like, I got lazy also. But because B4's always there with the minstrel yelling at everything, like, I didn't notice how much less damage I was doing or how things seem to have changed. And so it's only because I've started a new character and on this new server and I'm doing all this stuff by myself mostly that I'm like, whoa, it's a very different experience. So anyway, okay, so over on Laurelin, I've got a high elf, and she's a minstrel, and she's level 57, so she's really at that lower level of the legendary items. And so anything, and I've capped her there, and so then anything where she's getting legendary experience, she's getting it at the level 57 level, which is often you make longer strides than you do when you're at the higher level. You just get smaller pieces. So I've been running her through, like, the further adventures of Bilbo Baggins. And when I take my 150 hunter through, I really struggle in, like, the Goblin Town pieces of that sequence. When I take the minstrel through, I gather everything, yell at them twice, and they're all done. So I'm really, like, it's boggling my mind in terms of what I should do, because I really have been enjoying hunters. So I'm probably just going to stick with my hunters. Like, it's not like I'm going to just, you know, bail and start all over or anything, but it's something I'm having to pay attention to now, which is kind of bizarre. Yeah, so that's a really long-winded answer to your question, Megan, about what is my favorite class to play. Yeah. But I wanted to give you the reasoning behind all the different things that I'm thinking about. I think if I was to choose another character that I was going to main, it'd possibly be a mariner, just to play around with it and figure it out, because it seems really intriguing to me. Oh, let's see, what do we need? We need Daffodilly for sure. We have a bunch. Like, this character has so many. I've only gotten 2 out of the 8 on this character, so we have a little ways to go. Next festival. Yeah, the Mariner would be really intriguing to really have a go at and see if I could make it work. You know what I mean? The Brawler was intriguing also when I first started playing with it, and I haven't really followed up with that. So the Brawler might be another one that may be interesting. And neither of those are ranged, though. If I was going to stick with ranged, I would just go with Minstrel after Hunter. Because they're just, if you can kind of like get things in a good order, and that's what I'm doing. I'm like a 5 skill person. Like, just give me 5 skills that I can do over and over again, and that's really all I want to do. I have like my 3 to 5 skills on the Minstrel. That's all I need. I'm good to go. So Crooked asks, what's the average population? I feel like I'm running around by myself. You're a new player. Well, welcome to Lotro. It really varies a lot by server. Also, so if you go to if you press O, which brings up the social tab, or social panel, the first tab here, it's basically everybody who's on the server at the time. So right now it's telling me that there's 924 people, but that does not include people who have checked themselves anonymous up here, which is something you can do. And people might choose to be anonymous for a wide variety of reasons. Everything from, hey, I don't want you to see what gear I've got, to I don't want to be social right now. I just don't want to be bothered for anybody to notice I'm around. Or maybe somebody was harassing them, and so they're just like, nope, I'm not here. Or, yeah, it could be any number of reasons why somebody might be clicked anonymous. So, and those numbers don't show up in the entries at the bottom. So, whatever you're seeing there, do recognize there's going to be more than just that number. But I understand what you're saying. That's a good question. Yeah, an SSG, well, none of them really, none of the MMOs release their numbers. It's like some industry thing that they just they don't release those numbers, and I don't know why. But anyway, it's a thing. I would say, Crooked, there's more people on in the prime time, usually like the evenings and the weekends, on a server where that's what, so the North American servers, or North American, they're not actually, they're all located in North America except for Mordor. But anyway, so the servers that are listed as North American servers, those tend to be more populated in the evenings and the weekends US time. And the European servers tend to be more populated during European evening and weekend time. So, so depending on what server you're on and what time zone of the world you're in, you might be finding you're in a mismatch, perhaps. Finding a kinship can be a really great way to find people to play with and find people to just kind of support you on your journey, ask questions of, things like that. Now, you are always welcome to ask questions here, of course. The Lotro Twitch channel, I mean, that's kind of why it exists, is so you can see people playing and ask questions of the people who are playing. So feel free to ask questions here anytime. No worries about that. Yeah, and as Megan points out, 2 new servers just came out. So a lot of people are playing the new shiny, as I am, I will admit. So for example, you can see up at the tippy top there of my screen, I've listed there that I am on the Mordor server right now. I usually play on Lorelin or Treebeard, and I will tell you that Treebeard's numbers are really down right now, because I am guessing that most people are hanging out over here on Mordor or on Angmar. This is the last day of the festival, so people could be focusing on festival stuff right now. And then after the festival's over, people will go back to maybe regular questing and such. Oh yeah, right, because I finished that. Daffodilly 1! Well, hot dang. That's pretty neat. Thanks, Daffodilly. That was good on you. Whee! Yeah, Egg Arthur says that in an investor's presentation a few years ago, EG7 claimed 140,000 monthly active users and 41,000 subscribers. Oh yeah, is there a way, what was that called? The producer? Yeah. Every year they put out a letter to the players. It used to be always done by the producer. Sometimes it's done by other Lotro devs now. And so there's a link to the letter that was written by SSG folks to the players. That doesn't have that investor's presentation in it. And honestly, you gotta kind of take the investors' presentations, they'll say things like, yeah, we want to do an overwork on blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, I know you want that. Are you putting money into this, or what's the deal here? You know, so they're not the ones on the ground actually realistically doing the stuff. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so let's see. I did everything with her that I wanted to do. Like, I got through the 10 quests of the day. Oh, okay, not what I wanted to do. So what do we have? Okay, we do have 7 white eggs. Let's go ahead and open those up. And then I think I want to farm all the eggs. Basically, I'm feeding them over to my main first. So that's Rosenbloom. So she can get all the deeds done. And then probably Ithel here. Now, actually, now that I think about it, I did all of the solid colored ones already on her. So let me do these. I love how when you can, once you've started the deed, if you hover over it, it will tell you if you know, what you have left to do on that deed, if it applies. So like, acquire and use a green egg, acquire and use a red egg, acquire and use a purple egg. So if I hover over a red egg, it will tell me that that's what I still need to do. Now, if I hover over the red egg, it tells me nothing because it's already done its job for the deed. So, but there we go. Deed completed. Awesome. All right, so now we're going to put those back and feed those off to the next character, whoever that shall be. All right. Oh, and the apples, sure, we'll just throw those in there. Why not? Red apples, sure. Those are from the that market stall thing. The wormy apples you can't do anything with except for trash. You can't even sell them, which is sad. I want to sell them for a coin, but it won't let me. Oh, this is a critical item. Let me throw that over there. Okay, I guess that will do for now. Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's go back over to Rose for a minute. Because I was thinking I might do the instance, the festival instance that I can do. And I haven't done that yet, so I think I'll do that for real quick here. So, Crooked, hopefully you'll find folks to play with. Yeah, I would say check the server, like, prime time. And if there's a mismatch, maybe see if you can adjust your schedule, or if you could want to maybe adjust to a different server, like start over, like start a new character on a new server. And if you do that, a lot of times people can help you out and you can find a new kinship to hang out with there too. But yeah, Maffer Hellbane, you have it right that Mordor and Angmar have very healthy populations right now because they are the new shiny and we are all having a good time. We're like, let's go check it out. Yeah, I've managed to get some of those big bads and stuff, so that's been fun. All right, do I actually have my weaponry on? I do. Cosmetically, I have a my fishing pole, but I actually do have weapons on. So it's in that weird glitch point where it thinks that you have that still equipped. Yeah, there's like a bug or it does that, but anyway. Okay, so Farmers Faire, we're gonna do the summer picnic. We'll do the perfect picnic. And we'll do this at level 10 as a size 1, which is just me. So we'll pop in here because that picnic basket you see in the center of the screen, well, not anymore, is the chest we are going for. And I set this to level 10 because I just want to walk through the, make it a walk in the park. Easy peasy. If I wanted to do this, there is a deed for taking out the various encounters, but you have to do the encounters within like, what, 7 or 8 of your level. And I am just not in the mood because I'm on a hunter and I don't want to deal with that. So, all right, he forgot his hat, so he's going to meet us there. So, and we get blasted by the heat for a moment. But yeah, so like here's the funny thing, like if I was on the minstrel, like, it'd be like, bam, bam, done. So that's what I'm saying. It's really weird. This is so much different. Although, I mean, I'm level 44, but even still, it shouldn't make a difference. I should be able to be on level 44 versus level 10 stuff. Should be easy. All right, we're going to tell these hobbits to scoot along. Do not distract our wandering pony, if you please. Let's see. Oh, yeah, a bunch of people are on. Awesome. Okay, cool. We'll keep going. And we'll shoot some more heat. So there's, for the festival instances, for the festivals that have festival instances, there are generally two. One that's more of a kind of a social storyline, cutesy thing like this, where we're going to go have a picnic. And then there's another one that's often what they call a boss from the vaults, is how they call it, which is you go and redo the piece where you took out, where you do a boss fight. You just the boss fight, not all the storyline leading up to it, none of the stuff where you needed to get there. It's like, here's the boss, go fight. And so for this festival, they have, in the Rift of Ner'zgashu, if you've done that full, oops, sorry, squirrel, I don't mean to shoot you. Sorry about that. That's why there's no squirrels in the Netherlands. No. I miss squirrels. There's hardly any squirrels here, and it's really weird. Anyway, sorry, I digress. Anyway, you've got to be like close to level 50 in order to even like get it to be able to run it. But it's just the Thrang boss that you encounter. So the one where you've got all the fumaroles in that room full of lava and stuff. It's that boss fight. So it's not the big boss at the very, very end. It's the kind of like an intermediate boss. And again, there's some really good gear and sorts of things that you can get. No, not the fox. No, stop shooting the fox. Thank you. So there's some gear that you can get from running that at or around your level. Well, the stuff you get comes out at the level of which you're running it. So and it's a minimum level 50 to run it. So if I were to run it at level 50, I would get level 50 gear out of it, which is cool when you're a level 50, but not as exciting when you're, I don't know, let's say a level 150. So you can run it under level, but you're not going to get like the stuff. So most people tend to run those sorts of things more on level. Anyway, I'm only level 44, so it's possible somebody else could start it and invite me in, but I cannot start it. I don't think it even shows up on my thing. We can take a look here when I'm done. So anyway, so the difference between those two, oh, she's eating clover, isn't she? Oh, well, she's going to be here a while. That's fine. I didn't get the clover removed before she got there, unfortunately. This is what's handy when you're running it with multiple people, because one person can run ahead and start taking out the clover before Penny has a chance to get there. Because now Penny, the pony, will be standing back there eating clover for a good long while. That's okay. That gives us time to get rid of the rest of it, so she only stops once. So the difference between the festival instances, when there are two, which is most, the anniversary festival just has one. So that's why it's kind of like an outlier at the moment. It wouldn't surprise me if over the years, like, they eventually add something else, but they haven't yet. But it is kind of, I mean, it's only a couple years old, the current one. So hopefully they'll add another one in at some point too. And also I realized that they're missing a season. Yeah, we'll take a look at that again when we are done here. Hey, I don't want to talk to you, turtle. Thank you. Okay, so we're making our way up to the top of the hill, and Penny is... I don't know, she's back there somewhere. She'll be along eventually. Well, maybe can we open the instance finder while we're standing here? Oh, yeah, wait, I think I just saw her coming. Oh, yeah, there she is. Okay. All right, well, let's go ahead and head on up to the top of the hill. So she's going to run up to here. You know, I keep meaning to come and take a look at this, like, outside of the festival instance, because I'm curious, like, is it bare like this? Or is it just like that because of the instance? Hey, presto. Oh, let me throw down a couple traps. Alright, let's get this party started. Alright, so we need F10. I keep slapping the mayor. Oh, because I'm not doing shift, that's why. Aw. Dang. Okay, too many requests, slow down. Fair enough. Oh, we gotta get these crawlers, or they will eat everything. I have switched over to blue line, by the way, with this hunter, because there was the whole wraiths thing, and having to attack the wraiths and stuff was... standing still was... I was just a sitting duck for them. But if I can move around and kite them a little bit, then I have had more success with that. Okay, whew. There's still some food left, so we didn't fail. That's good. So, what we want is this picnic basket right here in the middle. That will give us the festivity tokens, which are the special tokens that you can only get in these instances. Festival tokens, which I will also get because you can get festival tokens out of this once a day. But the festivity tokens, you can do every time you go through it under a different raid lock. You can get more festivity tokens. Oh, so two things to think about with that real quick. Let me pause over here. Verbena Greenhand. So Verbena Greenhand, this lovely little hobbit here, she appears at multiple festivals now, and she wears different clothing, which is great. And she's the one that you will trade your festivity tokens to for various rewards. You have a cap of 40 per character. So the festivity tokens are character bound. They're not shared among your characters like maybe like your mithril coins are. So they're like your other festival tokens. They are only available to your character. And yeah, so 40 is the cap, and I currently have 10. So that was kind of what I wanted to double check there, is how was I doing in terms of how close to the cap was I? I figure while we're chilling out with this, oh, you know what? I can do a delivery. That'll get me some more tokens. Why not? So we'll take the ice and we'll deliver that, and that'll give us another thing. Oh, but hey, I'm using Festival Buddy too, and it's awesome in many regards. But one of the things I'm enjoying is that I can just look across the top, and it tells me how many tokens I have that are relevant to this festival. So I do have some fish that I can turn in for festival tokens. I also have some of the special fish that you need if you're buying some of those very special things. So I haven't actually like turned those in for tokens, because just in case I want the thing that I can get, you know. But I've been really cranking away at the Farmers Faire, and so this character has 1,552 tokens right now. But hey, I figure more tokens is good. So I'm gonna keep working on that. So yeah, so we're gonna deliver some ice, and on the way, I'm gonna see if I can get the fishing thing started, because that goes for 10 minutes, and we're gonna be here for at least 10 minutes. Only about an hour and a half so far. I like that it just slows me down, like I just have to pause, but it doesn't make me like lose the quest or fail the quest. I'm really glad for that. Also, I love that I can have a quick chat with the fishing lady there and get the fishing for Mathams started. That's really cool, because now that 10-minute timer has started. And when it's done, that's another quest completed. So that's neat. Oh, sure. We might go and deliver this before the end of the day. I'm going to grab some more of this ice, frozen sweet cream to run back up the hill. Yeah, Tillerian, I do confirm the Festival Buddy 2 is saving so much time. 10 minutes for the daily wrapper is quite fast. Wow, 10 minutes. That's fantastic. Yeah, doing these with the Festival Buddy 2 is a dream now. Being able to just like boom, boom, boom through them. But actually, we're not going to do any of these other quests at the moment because I'm going to keep doing festival stuff. Oh yeah, where is it? Let's see. So the thing is, it starts over here and then Woodhall. So I think the perfect picnic is like, oh, maybe it's over here? You know what, when we're in it, we should take a look at the map. Anyway, okay, so what I was going to say is if we go into, say, for example, the instances, and we go in the instance finder, and we look at the seasonal ones. So currently, there are instances that are only available during the festivals during the anniversary festival, the Farmers Faire, so that kind of takes over the summertime, right? The Spring Festival, and the Yule Festival. So we don't actually have any for the fall. Because anniversary is springtime and spring is springtime. And then Farmers Faire is now, which is summer. And then Yule is in the winter, basically. So yeah, we don't have any autumn ones, which is curious. Excuse me. So it makes me wonder if they're going to add that. Because I think when I started playing, I think maybe this pair was available. And the Yule ones are available. But spring is new in the last 5 years. And the anniversary one is new in the last 5 years. So, yeah. Okay, so when I look at the Farmers Faire, which we're in right now. So actually, like, I can open these all up. Notice how they're gray. And that's because I can't do them. But the reason I can't do them is because we're not in that festival. So it's not like I'm missing something with my character. It's that it's just not open right now. And what it's showing me, because of my level, I'm level 44, is it's only showing me what I would call more social ones. And those all are done by size. All of the chests and the raid locks for those are done by the size of the group that you choose. So, for example, I chose size 1 for the one I just did. I can choose among 1, 2, 3, 6, or 12. And each of those has a separate chest, except the 2... it shares with either the solo or the trio. I think in this case, solo is one chest, and I think duo trio is another chest. And then you have the 6-person chest and the 12-person chest. So those are the kinds of options that you can make in this. You can choose what size you want it to be, and you can choose what level you want to do. And the lowest you can go, it's minimum level 10 here. For the boss from the vaults, it's the next tab over. So size is always what it is. You can't change that. But the tier changes. So you can do tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, or tier 1, tier 2, depending on which raid it is. And by the way, it just says that I got disconnected from Lotro stream for a minute on the chatty there. So if any chat has come in the last couple seconds, I would have missed it. So, but there we go. I've gone ahead and logged in, or I've got Lotro stream up on the browser window now. So I can check there too. But yeah, Tellurian says, doing the Fat Mayor during the 2 market wrappers will do the 10 quests. So 2 wrappers, 1 restocking, manning the market, and the manning sub quests. And all you have to do is wait for the 15-minute timer. Yeah, I know, right? It's like, It's fantastic. What I've been doing is I've come in, I do something very similar. So I pick up her quest, which is the wrapper, and then I immediately grab the bounders and the mayor because those pop up on my screen and I'm right here, and then I can just do them as I'm running around. And once one of those two is done, I will often come over here and do her quest, which has 6 quests that you can do. And then once her timer is done, that completes a thing. And if I happen to be coming up or going down the hill, then I can do that fishing one and get that going. And that's another 10 minutes, which it's only got 4 minutes left now. So that's pretty cool. So anyway, because today is the last day, I think I'm just going to kind of like try to wrap up my quest, not pick up too many more. So let's grab some sweet cream. We'll go ahead and mix that while I'm standing here. Yeah. It's so funny because over on Laurelin, we use this space for Green Dragon Friday. We use this space over here for the social events that we do. But during, this festival, you got people running in and grabbing the sweet cream. You got people running over here and yelling at this guy. So, and you've got the in-league and the Ale Association. So you got the in-league people coming in and grabbing drinks. So it's chaos in here, right? So during this festival on Fridays, we are at other locations. We kind of do a tour of some other places and have a good time with that. Okay, so what else was I going to do? I wanted to do the thing, which I just did. Did we do the horses and the eggs? I can't remember if I did that with Rose or not. Let's go take a look. What's your ring? Oh, I didn't do the eggs with her. Well, so I didn't do the eggs or the mushrooms. So we'll do that. That'll get us a bunch more tokens. Oh yeah, so where is she at with the deeds? Actually, man, her stuff's a mess, isn't it? Let's win. Egg scramble, collect striped eggs. Okay, so I need to collect the red and green striped egg. Do we have that one? We have blue and red spotted and orange and red spotted, but we don't have that particular one. Okay. I might put that on my tracker because we could check the auction house, or actually I could just ask my kitties first. Hey, does anyone have a red and green striped egg? And we could also check the auction house because they're not bound, so you can put them up for sale. Let's try stripe. Okay. Oh yeah, there's a red and green striped egg, and I could buy it for 4.5 gold. And here's another one. Now I could just put a bid on it for 2.5. Seems pricey, but it's not bad, I suppose. It's half my money. But I'll get more money. And for a red and green striped egg... Oh, is the thing started? No, not yet. I'll make a bid. That's okay. I'll put a bid. Okay. Oh, looks like we've started. Yeah, I'll go ahead and pick up the junky egg. Why not? That's fine. I pick up the bad eggs a lot of times just because I figure there might be a thing about like clearing them gets more eggs. Kind of like when when you're doing like Slayer deeds. You're trying to clear out the things that are maybe sharing spawn points. So I kind of go, okay, well maybe these are sharing spawn points. You never know. Wouldn't it be funny if I put in that bid for that egg and then I end up getting one in this round? That'd be hilarious. You should go get that purple one, Pina Colada. Good job. Because I already have a purple one, so I'm good. All right, so I've got enough white eggs, so I actually don't need any more of the white ones. I'll get rid of this nasty one, though. Why not? And another bad egg. What else we got? What else we got? Anything good? There's a white one. Go get it. Go get it. All right, another white one. A red one. A white one. Congratulations, you won. Yay. So, means I got at least 5, in case you didn't know how that works. If you get at least 5 of the good white eggs, then that counts as a win. And when you open each of them, they give you a Farmers Faire token, so that's nice. And the different colored eggs give you different, give you things also. Let me think. Let me see. 10 Farmers Faire tokens for the striped ones. I think it's 5. Yeah, 5 for the spotted ones, and 2 for the solid colored ones. So, you know, not bad. Yeah, what a mess that inventory is, huh? All right, well, we'll be going here for another, I don't know, 15 or so minutes. So if there's anything else you wanted to see with the fair, let me know, because like I say, today's our last day. We can go look at stuff at the barter if you wanted to see what all they've got this year. My plan is, yeah, pull up my spreadsheet, double check what I'm missing, and make sure I have everything I want to have on this server, because that was my main priority first. My first priority was go through everything I want to get on the Mordor server, because it's a brand new server, and, you know, we don't have any of the stuff yet, right? So we're starting from scratch, and got to get all the, all the goodies, as it were. Sorry. Ooh, there we go. So I got I'm pretty sure I got all the outfits I wanted to get, but we'll double check. I'll double check on that. Make sure we're good there. But like I said, I'll probably, I mean, me looking at spreadsheets off on the side and mumbling to myself is perhaps not as exciting content as before looking at spreadsheets, but mumbling to you all. So, and he is not mumbling when he does it. So, yeah, so I think I'll just do that on my own. Y'all don't need to watch me be doing that. That's silly. But just know spreadsheets are happening, and it's good. Oh, I'm in here with Pina Colada again, too. That's hilarious. What's this? I have new mail. Aw, somebody outbid me. It's okay if I don't finish that deed this year. I don't mind. Oh, but I'll collect my money later. That's okay. Like I said, it was like, oh, bother. Run away. There's a dog. Run away. There's like half the money I have on this character. So, I mean, like, I don't necessarily need to be doing that. What I need to do is I have a farming character, and she's been doing a great job of, oh, hi, sorry, took your mushroom. She's been doing a great job of farming and getting money by, like, then selling the stuff off back to the, what I'm doing is, instead of keeping piles and piles and piles like I do over on Treebeard and then causing myself distress by having so much stuff, is I've decided that my farmer character here is just gonna farm, and once she has like a stack, maybe 2, you know, 1 in each carryall or something like that, but definitely when she has, because I have 1 carryall for farming. I think I don't have like all the carryalls. That's the other thing. But anyway, so once I have like a stack in the carryall, maybe a second stack, I'm just selling the rest. And that's helping me like get money on the server. Because I do have a total of 56 money on the server. I just only happen to have 5 of it on this character, which isn't a lot. There's a dog there. There's a mushroom right here. All right, cool, 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 cool. I was just thinking, it's too bad I can't sell these tokens for money, but in a way you can, I suppose. I could buy something from the barterer, put it on the auction house and sell it. You know what I mean? Like, you can wrap around that way. But really what I'm more likely to do, what I prefer to do, is keep the tokens. And then when the next festival comes around, if there's something that I need and I'm having a hard time getting the tokens for it, then I can do the trade and get more tokens that way. So yeah, that's where I prefer to spend my time and stuff like that. Okay. Cool. So, let's see. Now this is my main character, so it should be easy to tell pretty quick. Oh, dances. We were gonna go do the dance. I almost forgot. Let's see. I'm missing a dance of man, and it was either elf or dwarf. I think it was elf. Okay, so let's go do the dance of man. Hello, horsehead. And get that out of the way. This is one of the things I do love about being a hunter is the travel skills. And you know what? I think that's another reason why the mariner is slightly appealing also, is because the mariner also gets some travel skills. Now, not like, oh, you know what? Let me say hi to her real quick, because I was thinking I might get that milestone. Okay, now we gotta wait around. I was thinking, because I went ahead and bought another milestone, and I'm like, yeah, let's use that. We'll just drop it off there. Okay, cool. So now we wait. Totally fine. Bum, bum, bum. So yeah, I want to make sure I get the dances done. And then, yeah, because like I said, because this is my main character on the server, so I wanted to make sure she has all the dances. I did go ahead and go through the Inn League and the Ale Association's initiation. You know, we could run through the Ale League Association initiation again real quick, though, after this, because that's not far from here. And we could just get some more rep with those guys, so that's often nice to do. The Inn League one, I feel like it takes longer. I'm not sure if it actually does, but it feels like it does. I should just time it sometime and see if it makes a difference. Because I feel like you're running around the Shire, which is a lot further. But now a lot of the stable masters have swift travel, although you can't get in and out of the Frogmoors with that. But so if you're like, yeah, if you're doing the Frogmorton location, the floating log inn, that one you have to, take time. You have to ride in and out. But the others, you can sometimes, like, you could take swift travel from Brockenborings over to Stock now. So that's nice. I didn't have all the stable masters the first time I did it, so that's why I kind of was like, ugh. But now that I'm thinking about it, I could go back and try it and try it with the swift travel and see if that helps. And then also as a hunter, I can travel myself over to Mickle Delving, so that's how I do the end one, the Bird and Baby Inn. And then I do have a milestone set to Hobbiton. So that gets me over to, what's that one called? The one in Hobbiton. But, I mean, you're already at the Green Dragon, so riding to Hobbiton is almost the same amount of time. I don't know. But, whereas, like, the Ale Association one, you start at the Prancing Pony, and then you go to one of the gates, down the road to, I was going to say Stock, that ain't right. Archette? No, that's not right either. Whatever that little place is, that little burg. And then back in to, let's see. Where does it take you? Inside to that garden area and then out and not too far, like around the corner. So it just doesn't feel like it's as far. And maybe there's just fewer stops. I don't know. I don't know why it feels different, but it feels different. So yeah, we could run through both of those real quick and get more rep, because you need a certain amount of rep in order to buy the jig, and I do want it. It's a nice dance to have. Although I'm not doing as many social things on this server. Like I haven't gone to any band, any musical events. Don't know if anybody's organizing any musical events here on Mordor. The little Hobbit festival dances are too funny, says Megan. I love getting all the dances, though. I mean, that makes me happy. And Affodil is playing, is on the server. She, like, before made an Affodil on the server, and of course they're a minstrel. So Affodil is periodically teaching me yet another instrument. So it is possible to maybe like organize a music event at some point. We'll see. We'll see. September is going to be really busy for me, actually. And the beginning of October as well. So I wouldn't even be thinking about it until later. Now for Treebeard, at our 1 year anniversary of the server existing, I put together a little music festival. That was fun. And we gave away stuff and had a good time. And I was hoping to do that again at like the 2 year mark, but I just, I've been too busy, unfortunately. So I don't know. I'm not sure if I'll do something like that for Mordor, but we will see. Okay, so here's the key. If you've struggled with this, let me show you how this works. I am clicked on her. So you can see up here, her name it shows that I am like looking at her. I've got the circle under her feet. Like I am looking at this lady. My eyes are on you. Yeah, okay, fine. Now, the quest over here, Dances with Men, there's the icon that pops up that tells you which dance to do. So dance 2, dance 3, etc. And when the icon pops up, you also get a little timer at the same time that shows up underneath the quest. If you have to press the button or type it into chat, you have to do the dance while you are looking at her, while you're targeted on her, before that timer runs out. So the timer, and when the dance icon, the emote box comes up, don't necessarily match up with what the NPC is doing. Sometimes it's faster than the NPC. So don't, in that situation, don't wait for the NPC. Go ahead and click the emote. That's important. So, yeah. So just, if you are having trouble with that, with these quests, that hopefully will help get you on track. Okay, so what is it I was missing? Y'all remember? Dance. I am missing, let's see, dance man, just straight up man. Okay. I have a tendency to start with 2 and then go back to the no numbered one. So I am unsurprised by this. Okay. Yay. So now we have dance man. Bum, ba, bum. There it is. Right there. Okay, cool. Let's go to the prancing pony. And we'll go do the dwarf shubop shubop. Let's see. Lashire says September is also my birthday month. Oh, nice. Around Frodo and Bilbo's birthday and when The Hobbit was first published. Oh, that's cool. Well, happy early birthday. Or as they say here in the Netherlands, gefeliciteerd. They basically tell you congratulations when it's your birthday. Maybe it's like, congratulations on another time around the sun. And also a funny, I don't know, habit that they do here, a custom, as it were, is you also tell the other people in their life congratulations. So, like a spouse, their parents, their children, like just everybody who they know, everybody in their circle, I guess. So like if you are invited to, let's say you go over to a birthday party at a friend's house, and let's say, like your friend is there, you're like, oh, hey, felicitated. And then like, let's say their mom is there, you would say, hey, felicitated to them. And, like it's really funny. So it cracks me up. All right. So we are going to go ahead and do this quest. I have a minute 7 in which to apparently finish this. So we gotta get drinking, yo. Well, that was a terrible one, and hopefully we don't get another one that's get me on the table, yo. "42 seconds, come on." I should have paid attention which one was the bad one. Was it Ruddy Nose? Drink, drink, drink. Okay, that'll be 5. And let's do this one. That'll be 6. Cool. We should make it. Whew. All right, finish now. Get a little funky action there. Yeah, exactly. Drink, drink, drink. I got you, Cherokee man. I understand. And now we ride. Yeah, so there's this one. There's not like locations. There's not like stable masters that I could use to get from one to the next. But I don't feel like riding takes that long with these. I don't know. So yeah, so the next table I'm looking for is over here by this gate. There it is. I'm pretty sure it's around here somewhere. Talk to me, mister. Continue. I will. Thank you. 2, 3. All right, we're almost done. Nope, need one more. I wasn't counting. I counted the first 3 and then stopped counting. That's how you do this drinking game, right? You count to 3 and then you stop. But you just keep drinking. All right, so then we leave here and Combe. No, Staddle. We're going to Staddle, which is just down the hill here. Oh, golly. So this happens sometimes on Mordor, and I think it happens on Angmar too. If you enter or leave a layered situation, sometimes it like reloads and it takes you to the reloading screen, which is not ideal when you're doing a timed quest. But, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. I have chosen 6. Let's see if we can get through them. It's really annoying when I choose one that's like further away, and then so my character moves, and then it like clears all of the things that I've chosen. It's like, no. So I'm trying to get better about that. Cool. All right. Now we go back in. Yeah, it's this way. Is it the same gate we came out? No, it's a different gate. That's right. I wonder why we don't come out that gate. I guess because it's further up. And it would probably take too much time to ride down to this gate and then out. Seems like it makes more sense just go out the gate and then ride down the landscape. And there we go again with the layers. I mean, yay for there being so many players around that we need to have layers, because each layer holds like, I don't know, 50, 100, I can't remember what it is. A amount an amount of some sort. So yay for having that many people around, but man, oh man, is it frustrating when you're like, no, I gotta run, dude. All right, well, I got a minute 40 for this, thank goodness. But I've got to get drinking. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, I was wondering about how much time this takes versus how much time the Hobbit one takes. If I do them both on stream, then I could just look at the stream and count the time. Maybe I will do that. Okay, awesome. All right, this is number 5. One more. Go, little Hobbit, go. There we go. Cool. So this is that little garden, and then the last one, you go back out the garden, and you turn this way, and there's like these hedges, really fancy hedges. Stone quarter. So that just, I mean, he's right here, right? Like, that's not far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is the last guy. So it just feels like it goes really fast, the Ale Association. I am certain this is faster than the Hobbit one. I don't even need to run the Hobbit one. I know this is faster. I have decided this is faster than the Hobbit one. So there. Hey, howdy, just Andy, just right, Andy. Good to see you. Oh, he's on 3, right? Yep. Yes, Cherokee Man. Totally forgot this is the last day for Farmers Faire. Is the harvest holiday next? Yes. Today is the last day of harvest festival. So if you have any last minute things to do, like buying stuff from the vendors, today is your day to go in and get it. And the nice thing about this festival is there's so many quests you can do that you can get a lot of tokens really fast. So at least there's that. I'm really grateful for that, for this festival, as opposed to things like the anniversary festival, where I feel like I am always just like scraping by just to get the things I want. It's like, no, give me more, please. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll trade away the festival tokens from here, you know, for 3, 4, 5, 6, for like the anniversary festival. But yes, so Harvest Festival is next. We were looking it up earlier. I think we saw it was on the 10th of October, perhaps, is when that starts. So a little over a month, probably 5, 6 weeks, something like that. So you've got time to level characters or whatever other things people do between festivals. I don't even know. Do you even play between festivals? Like, what's the point? I'm kidding. Okay, so cool. Oh, you know what I should... Well, here, we'll just jump on a horse and get moving. So I want to get to Brockenborings. Hey, hold up, yo. Why don't I go down the hill and take a swift pony to Brockenborings? Can I do that? Let's find out. Loshire says, I helped a friend do the Hobbit one as they always get confused, and I seem immune to the drunk effects that appear on the screen. So what you've probably done, Loshire Hobbit, is changed your post-processing effects. You probably have them turned off, and they probably have them turned on. That will make a huge difference. Rock and Boring, Swift Travel. Yes, take me there. I will pay the 5 silver. Thank you very much. So, yeah. Megan, not kidding. Festivals are the best part. I have no shame. Yeah, I know. I'm like, there are other things in this game, right? Because we don't have Moria yet. We don't have the. Why am I running? I need to get on a pony. So what was I gonna say? Totally lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. So I'm trying to get all of the goodies from the reward track, on the legendary item reward track, but on this server we don't have that yet. 5, 6. So I don't have that to work on in between festivals, whereas on Laurelin, that is what I'm doing, is working on that in between festivals. So I mean, I'll just go back to Laurelin and do that every day and make sure I've got, you know, plenty of legendary item experience to get me all the goodies that I want. Because they have, I can't show you on this server, but did they do, I think there's a housing bundle again this year, this one? It definitely was last time. It was the Umbar, there was like an Umbar themed thing, and that was cool. Okay, where am I going? Golden Perch. Okay, so I think we're going to try this. I'm trying a new thing. Oh, Lashire says, I just seem to know where I'm going. Well, that helps too. I've done this enough times that, yeah, I can pretty much direct myself drunk, but I'm trying a different way where I'm using the Stable Masters. All right, so we want to go to the Golden Perch stock right there. Cool, cool, cool. Lashire says, nope, I just switched them on always. Yeah, B4 says you don't have to do anything specific to turn off post-processing effects, as some of the presets do by default turn it off. I like to run on high quality effects, and so that usually turns it on. And so I have to manually go in and turn it off. Otherwise, I have it with all of these fancy schmancy things that I got on my screen. Let me in, let me in. Okay, so, hey, bud. Hello there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yes. Cherry Man, I'll just whip out my lute and play music for peeps. Maybe I'll do some fair stuff. Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't know if you heard me before. I was thinking about, I haven't seen any musical gatherings on Mordor yet, so maybe that's something I could do in between festivals. Although with September and the beginning of October are going to be kind of busy for me, so by the time I'm not busy, the Harvest Festival will be around, so I'll probably focus on that, get all the good stuff here on Mordor, and then maybe think about, it would be kind of fun to put together a shebang, some sort of event. All right, so we got to go to the floating log, and unless I'm forgetting something, I don't think there's a stable master at the floating log. So we do have to actually go over land to get there, but that's okay. Now that's an interesting question. I just paused and popped up in my head. Is the floating log closer to closer to Hobbiton than here? Because I could have taken my milestone and then rode back. Looks like it's about the same distance as riding from Stock over, so I don't think it would have made a difference. And yeah, because the closest stable masters then would be Stock or Hobbiton, not even Hobbiton Bywater, because there's not a milestone there either. Not by the Green Dragon, I mean, so, yeah. Yeah, I'm really glad that I got the coffer that has the lute playing emote. That makes me really happy, because sometimes I'll be just standing around, with whatever, nothing much going on, and then I'll just start doing that, which is like play lute or whatever it is. I forgot. I'll have to look up the emote, but and you just kind of dance around playing the lute, and then there's some little music that plays with it. It's so cool. So yeah, that's a bit of fun to do. I also have a bunch of songs that I want to write lyrics to, so maybe I'll get around to that. So many things I want to do in the game. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Using the Stable Masters, this might be as fast as the dwarf one. Stable Masters and Hunter Travel. We'll see. The next one is the Green Dragon, which, let's see. I might have to be outside to see that. I mean, I could go through the menu, but I might as well just finish drinking the beers and wait till I get outside. Terra Command says, I'm only level 30 and I've spent more time playing music on Laurelin. Yep, exactly. My characters on Laurelin are very social. Okay, so I need to get to the Green Dragon, which what I normally do is I just ride over and around this thing. So to get from here to there versus get to there, yeah, this might actually be closer than if I were to take the milestone, or, yeah, if I were to use my milestone. So this is probably still faster because, but there's copper. Okay. Because you can almost just land at the door. I have jumped off the roof to the door before. So Cherokee, I don't know if you have a Hobbit over on Laurelin. 2, 3, 4, But on Friday nights, at 7:30 UK time, we gather here in the Green Dragon, at that space right there, and play music and tell stories and stuff like that. So if you find yourself with time, then you should totally come by. It's a lot of fun. Oh, oops, did I miss one? What am I doing? Are we thinking? Maybe we're thinking. Already in use. Uh-oh. There we go. You must drink. Well, I guess we do have 2.5 minutes. I guess I'm not in too much trouble. Okay. All right. So now I need to go to the ivy bush. Ivy bush, that's what it is. And that's right next to... Oh, did I get rid of... Oh, I don't have it. Oh, never mind. That's fine. You know what? I was setting up festival milestones, not social milestones. That's okay. Oopsie. Most of the characters I am social with, I have the milestone over here set, but that's fine. Writing over here takes like, what, a minute? It's really not bad. Oh, you went... Oh, okay, Oxidio as at the Hobbit Shindig. Awesome. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm usually Rose and Bloom on there also. No worries. So what I might do in between festivals on this character is maybe do some of the... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go back and do... So what I've been doing with her is going through the epic storyline. And I'm into, like... Where am I? Am I in the Lone Lands with her? I think I might be. And then I am thinking about going back and doing the Swanfleet and Cardalon epic line chain, because that's really... I find that really interesting. And then maybe go through Yondershire, because there's some goodies there that I want. Okay, so now we need to go to the Bird and Baby Inn, and for that, I can just travel to Mickle Delving with my hunter travel. Because it's also nice when you're going through and questing to pick up all the resources, and that way I can help on working on leveling my character with the resources. And then also there's some travel skills and stuff that I could pick up, so that would be nice too. So I might do some of that with this character in between festivals. We'll see. We'll see. Bird Baby, in we go. Ooh, and also I need to do the hobby stuff. Where I've got hobby things to do. Wait, oh no, it's not here. Sorry, Tavern Keep. I do not need to have a conversation with you at this time. I need to look for the dude lying on the ground. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll just do that, because I think the 6th one will have me run, and it'll clear out all these others. So I do need to wait and see what I get for a 6th one. I did miss the Bard's Day event that happened yesterday. Let me just click on it directly. Wow, that was slow. All right, and done. Cool. 1200 reputation. Another reason why I like doing those, even though they take a little while, is they just give you positive rep. They don't give you negative rep with the other faction. But, oh, I don't want that. No, 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 thank you. But I do enjoy doing the drinks delivery quests, because they give you... Oh, yeah, my standing's too low. I can't even get in there yet. So no jig for me. Maybe next festival. But anyway, the drinks delivery is nice to do, because you can do it really fast if you have a hunter that's high enough level, and you can just bip around and stuff like that. And that gives you reputation positive with one but negative with the other. But each time it's more positive than negative. It's like 800 and 500. So you're getting like if you do then the opposite, it's a 800, 500, but so you're always getting a net 300 going up. So, and the really nice thing about it is you get these tokens that you can then use to trade for boxes of festival tokens, for example. So I have found that really handy when I'm trying to get lots of festival tokens also. So, all right, let's hop back over to, actually, you know what? No, I don't want to do that. I would like to change my milestone because I did set it to that Breeland Festival grounds, but I don't need that because I've got Hunter Travel Debris. So that's not important, but I will take, I want to go back to Farmers Faire, and then I'll just ride across. So I'm going to wrap up here in a moment. B4 is going to be on after me, and he'll be doing his stream called Plugging Along, where he works on various plugins here in Lotro. For example, the Festival Buddy 2 that we were discussing earlier is one of his. He based it off of Festival Buddy, which was done by somebody else, but he's added on a whole bunch of exciting things to Festival Buddy 2. So he just created like a whole new shitting. Let me mark this. That one, yeah. That's good. Hey, quick tip. When you're setting a milestone, wherever you're standing in the direction you're facing, that's how you will phase in when you use that milestone. So handy little tip there. Anyway, so yeah, so B4 is coming on after me. So feel free to put anything into the chat if you have any other questions about my stream or just Lotro in general. And if, as we're changing over, I'll still be around and can answer things in the and chat and stuff like that. So I think that's about it. I'm here every Tuesday starting at 11:30 a.m. server time, so U.S. Eastern time zone. Yeah, I know, right, Cherokee Man? Just little details that I try little nuggets I try to impart upon others here in the stream. So hopefully that enhances your, gaming experience. So, all right. Well, I'm going to wrap it up here. Hopefully we'll see you all again next week here on the Heart of a Hobbit. B4 is coming up next, so stick around. He'll be working on probably Festival Buddy plugin and possibly other things. Yeah, Festival Buddy too. Awesome. So, yeah. So have a great day, everybody. And as I often say, remember to stay connected to the Hobbit side of your heart and take care of each other. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.